and I have some
shoutcasts. Generals, gentlemen. Hello my lovelies. This is the Generals, gentlemen, back in your ears. Today we have Rage as the GLA Vanilla versus Big Size as the USA Air Force. I am Archon Hawk.
And I'm Ownage Machine. Wasting no time here, we have a fake barracks going down, which is actually interesting to see. The reason why they do that is so, because a fake barracks builds faster than a regular barracks, so then the worker can go down whilst he upgrades it, so then he actually gets the tunnel out like 2 or 3 seconds faster. So it's interesting to see people do those little timing tricks that you usually see being so crucial in StarCraft actually being used in Command & Conquer as well. So shout out to Rage for doing such a little cute micro trick.
Very nice. We see double supplies going down from both people.
And a really early arms dealer. Interesting enough though, he didn't actually bother walling off his supply, so he's obviously very cocky because he's Rage, so I guess he doesn't have to wall off because he's that good. For whatever reason, good players need to wall off their arms dealers. We have demo cars being captured, so we have both demo cars going the wrong direction though.
You might want to...
Yep, Sides Base is over here, but I'm sure he has some really awesome quirky trick that... How dare we try and judge dear Mr. Rage here. Demo car going around the left side. Rock V. Oh no, he's taking the Rock V.
Yep.
No, goes around it. Garrisoning the buildings so the Humvee can't actually take down his rocket troops. What is he doing? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Very aggressive Dozer.
But we'll get taken out.
Unless he
hopefully, unless no micro tricks there, Dozer does go down.
Well, that was a weird placement of his Dozer. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe rush like a Patriot or something. Anyway, so we have this other Terra car up the left side. Interesting to see what that will do. Hopefully it'll be as heroic as that previous one. He definitely made the sacrifice. Well done, buddy.
We do see the drone in the middle from Big Size.
Yeah,
well.
he knows exactly what's going on over here. Humvees... Oh, technical, here we go. I don't know if it's tech terror, or if it's just...
dropping off a sleigh to build a forward tunnel.
It's very good, so you can actually use that to send quads in to take down some Chinooks here. So technical's going to avoid those Humvees. Don't go in the Humvees, what are you doing?
Run away, man. Very good.
Good choice. Kept his cool, well done. Yeah, I don't know what's in there, so I don't
Chasing
know.
The Dozer,
RPGs.
Some RPGs. Dozer will go down, very good. But
get scrap, yeah, we go. So with those RPGs, it's very good for taking down not only Dozers, but then also Chinooks. Whereas with Tech Terrors, you're kind of wasting it. Oh, laser lock, he's going to lose that technical.
Oof. Good laser lock.
Wow.
Ooh.
Probably could have used...
probably go down.
Oh wow, there's a push going here. Come on, terrorists. He's going to try and take out some Humvees, but the Humvees are paying attention and kiting them away from the terrorists. RPG's going to gun down some Chinooks. Here we go. Yep, and a quad push on the side.
Push from the
There is so much going on here. Oh my god. Okay, so quad's taking down some Chinooks.
And the RPG's on the other side taking down the Chinooks. That's taking down the economy of Big Size.
But just kidding, because point laser defenses are nuts.
Of course.
Humvee's taking down the barracks. Quad's not going to take down that supply. The RPGs might though. Humvee's pushing towards these arms dealer because he has so many tunnels that he can't really get through, but he isn't walled off, so he could probably run over some workers. Laser lock can take down some quad. Not in time though.
Survive.
Now the quads are here, they can actually take care of these Chinooks because rockets cannot get past laser defenses. Humvee's gonna get completely rolled.
And we do see Big Size rolling his Vs back in to defend his base.
Figured with that many tunnels there, he couldn't push through because he already killed the arms dealer, so he already made the push count. But he is losing a lot of his Chinooks. Well, he's not. He's not at all because point laser defense is ridiculous.
We'll see those quads focusing the Chinooks. Maybe getting one down. Nope, they're going to move out of the way in time.
He's not losing them, but he is. Oh, he lost one. He's
actually stays alive.
It looked like he did. Okay. The point is, I was trying to say is that they're actually losing their mining time.
Yep. Good micro there with the Vs, keeping them alive.
Okay, so
crucial.
Laser locking, taking down the quads, nice. But yeah, both players have actually lost their factories, so they're going to have a lot less production now. Terrorists. Oh wow, really forward barracks. That's going to be hilarious, pumping out terrorists in the middle of Size's base.
There, so those rocket troops will do damage to those Vs. One V does go down.
We do see a Vet 3 Humvee though, so that's going to be very strong against these quad RPGs, but they are taking down the Rangers in the front, good meat shielding the Humvees with Rangers.
Popping them back into the tunnel to heal.
That's right. Very awesome Humvee micro. He's actually not losing any of these. He's dodging the terrorists, he's dodging the rockets. That supply is barely staying alive, but the terrorist is trying to sneak it out, so he has to deny that terrorist because that supply is gone, and he's just heaps. Yep. He's locking down the quad. Oh wow.
Does some damage there. That supply is eventually going down. He's going to move those RPGs in.
Come on, RPGs, take it down. No.
He goes down. No, that bet free. No, moves in the Chinook there. Interestingly, he used the point laser defense on the RPGs.
Actually, I think that's probably clever because if he tried to take down the supply, he wouldn't have got through.
Yeah,
those
he
point
wouldn't have
laser
lost.
defense.
Yeah, that's true.
Fake arms got upgraded. Okay, so that was a very interesting engagement. Almost got completely owned in the end, but Sides just managing to keep that supply alive.
Rage is having the sides as well. He has tunnels on both sides of this map.
Yeah, it was also good work keeping those Chinooks alive by just completely circling the map, dodging all of his units, but then swooping them around to get those supplies. Because whilst he didn't quite lose many Chinooks, the mining time that he lost was putting him behind. Losing that tunnel to the Humvees now. Okay, so he's kind of losing his map control. If he loses this tunnel as well, then he's going to be in a very bad position because the GLA really need the tunnels against Humvees because they're just so fast.
We do see a demo trap there from Mad Rage on the side, hopefully trying to catch some of those bees.
Yeah, there's no spy drones. All he has is a Hellfire drone, so that could go very, very well if he actually manages to take down most of those Rockfeets because that's...
moving in.
Will they hit the demo trap? I'm actually not too sure. He's probably going to try and run over that worker or just muscle his way down. Fair enough. Another central supply. Oh, come on, damage trap. Oh no!
What? Oh! Ouch. Every single V, everything goes down, and the ambos go down, instantly popping out those technicals to take out the pilots.
Well, that quickly turned around. Now, what are they full of? Maybe terrorists, RPGs?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Not exactly sure. He does have a bit of income there, and he has been getting the RPGs from the tunnel builds.
And that, kids, is why you always build at least one spy drone on your Rockvies. No, empty. Okay, well, the technicals are going to take down dozers because when there's that many of them, they can take down whatever they want, especially when they get scrapped. They're pretty good.
Laser locking here? No, obviously not.
Bit futile.
Not going to have a lot of time.
Dozer's still alive.
Really
but,
should take down that dozer.
He wants to just kind of gun down whatever he can. With the quad is going down to Chinooks.
Chinooks are not being moved out of the way.
He's too busy microing this Humvee.
Yeah.
Oh, he's losing both these Chinooks. That's absolutely terrible. You can't do that. Oh wow, that's going to be a perfect counter to those Chinooks. Is that the technicals is that combat Chinook. He's going to need quads to deal with that. But he loses.
Moves the quad in, hopefully to take care of it.
It's a huge blow because they're all vetted. They were really quite strong. So he's going to need a lot more quads now to take down those combat Chinooks because the point laser defenses mean you pretty much cannot kill them.
We see a Rock V coming in as well from Big Size.
Selling his supply.
Okay.
A lot of quads now. He realizes he needs some quads, but
got a lot of RPGs in that mix, so it could be a bit of a problem if that Rock V comes in.
He needs to take down all these supplies because he has pretty strong economy since he got that third supply up. But since he's selling them, he's not losing too much. Well done. But even quads by themselves do not do much against combat Chinooks. They're so strong. They're like just as strong as Helixes, but faster. So they're really quite strong if you can actually micro them correctly.
Might see that power go down from Big Size. Power does go down, but he's got those Rock Vs and an Ambo there.
He was trying to engage him with his Chinooks and the Humvees. He is splitting up his quads though. They're separated and they were gunning down the ranges. So that was good timing there by Size, making use of those ranges. The Chinook goes down.
Chinook does go down.
But I think it was worth it. He killed
good
so many
there,
quads.
Yeah, by Big Size moving those Vs out of range. We see two quads coming down to attack the Chinooks.
He's spreading him so thin, he can't really deal with all this aggression. He has no chance to actually combat all these different fronts. He needs to run them away. Why is he leaving them there? Ouch.
Come on, all those Chinooks going down.
Oh no, he has more Chinooks down the middle.
He does have more Chinooks in the middle.
Both Chinooks are down. Oh wow.
I see a lot of terrorists there from...
I think there's more terrorists there than I have pubes. So that's going to be pretty awesome to see if actually tech terrors them on the right things. Scuds? Oh, okay. Command center, not a Scud Storm.
Going down.
It's the same size, I think.
Yeah, there's not been a lot of harassing there from on Rage's base, so he has been able to build up a fair bit.
Oh, Spectre Gunship.
Spectre Gunship.
What was that? That was probably a arms dealer, I would say. So he has got all these supplies in these really weird positions.
Interestingly, that dozer is still up. Those technicals didn't take it down before.
But what I find funny is that this supply has stayed there the entire game. It's been so close to dying every engagement, but it's managed to survive. So whoever's in that is obviously got good benefits. Tunnel going down right next to this supply. Dozer's going to finish it off though, because that would be a huge blow if that lands. Dozer is damaged though, so it's actually going to be very slow movement speed.
We see some Vs coming in. We'll take down that tunnel.
Bad luck. But more Quads RPG is going to try and push whatever's left of his base. But I'm not sure we should call that his base or this his base, because he has that many different base positions.
We do see a fair few Rock Vs there from...
He really needs to get a tunnel, like up here. He needs to get a technical and drop off a worker because it's taking so long to go around that, and Humvees are so much faster than quads that when he tries to push like this, it just makes it so long to actually do damage.
We'll see that supply go down.
Here come the Humvees.
Supply will go down.
He wants to focus that supply down. The supply goes down, kiting those Humvees back and forwards. Didn't lose any of them.
Not even close to dying any of them.
Well done there. Beautiful Humvee micro. Because the quads were also firing down the supply drone. Oh no!
Terrorists coming in to wipe out the power that Big Size had on the side.
Well, I'm quite satisfied with that tech terror. I do like seeing a very, heavy oriented tech terror. It's just a hilarious thing to see how much damage they can do if used correctly. It was also pretty funny to see 10 terrorists die to 2 Rockvies.
We just see some Rockvee push going on down the middle. Big Size finally doing a bit of aggression.
Yeah, Size has kept losing his economy, but he kept keeping those Rockvies alive. So despite how far behind his economy is, if he can keep these Humvees alive and do damage with them, he'll be in a pretty good position.
We see Rage building more quads. Lovely.
More quads, good choice. But I think he's overcompensated. He learned his lesson. He has 3 spy drones. Rebel ambush doing bugger all because the Humvees just walked past them. He might get to take some workers out. Nope. Actually, he only has 5 workers. 4. That's
pretty
weird.
interesting there. That isn't the optimum number. I believe it's 7 workers.
Yeah, it's quite a fair bit. Humvee's going down. Excellent blocking there, trying to take the fire from the Humvees.
That was tech tearing there, so he moves the tech a little nice and close. We see a bit of engagement going up there. Quads are going to be going down. Just before we saw some tech terror coming in, so the terrorists get dropped off right on the Vs and then blow up.
Now that he's lost 2 of his Humvees, I don't think he can really hold out because he's just such behind in his economy, and neither player have their oil now.
Yeah, hopefully we're seeing a capture there from Rage on that oil. Now here's the rebels there.
Surprised we haven't seen a palace yet because a German would really wreak havoc on these Humvees. But I guess he's just been investing so much in these quads, and it has actually been paying off. He's taking down all of his Chinooks. He's taking down most of his base.
And those Vs are getting vetted now. Two vets, and the rocket troops inside are of course vetting as well.
And as we found out last game, vetted Rockvies are a really terrifying thing. So you definitely do want to prevent them from being vetted. The tunnel won't get there in time, unfortunately. You might try and take down that oil as well. Yeah, we go. Good choice there. Here we go. Here's the oil capture. Nice to see oil. The rebels probably have no room in that bunker, so they're just going to suicide them off. Where's the palace? Can't get a palace.
Still no palace going down there.
How's he going to deal with these Rockvies? He doesn't really have much at the moment.
Really needs a Jarman.
Jarman ends up probably another tech terror coming in. Oh, we look at the oil. The rebel is gunning the ranger down. I'm not sure.
You see a push there from Big Size. Big Size coming in, taking down the arms dealer of Rage. Really big push here.
If he can't deal with those,
a lot of damage to the base, yeah.
He needs something to deal with those and put on a demo trap, but no, he has got too many spy drones for that to actually work. So I'm not sure what he has to deal with it. He has his quads split up. He really needs to defend them because killing random Chinooks is not as important as defending your base. Ooh, nearly died.
V stays up.
Even just rocket troops.
Anything, really. Just pop out some stuff, man.
I have no idea what he's even trying to do here.
Up the top we saw Rage has capped that oil. Capped that top oil.
So that's some income for him, but he has no base. So the command center, though, you might see the rebel A10.
Strike, taking out 1 rocket trooper. What a champion.
Cost efficiency gone out the window.
Just seeing a lot of damage to Mad Rage's command center there. No sell order, just goes down order. Just goes down.
Finish up the hole. What are you doing?
What are you doing, buddy? Pops that run rocket troop to deal with that hole.
Good choice. You definitely want to kill the command center. Yeah. That vetted and scrapped technical is scary. They can take down Humvees so easily. And also because they don't take much damage from rockets because
they're very fast.
Yeah, they're not tanks, they're vehicles. So a quad and a technical against Rockvies not going to go well for him.
Didn't bunch them up there.
No. I really want to see some RPGs.
Going on from Mad Rage.
RPGs would be pretty good against all of these Humvees because there's no Pathfinders yet. Until you can get Pathfinders, Humvees are actually pretty bad against rocket troops. Even with Rangers, they just don't really do enough damage to actually take them out.
Big Size does have spy drones all over the map, so that's going to be good for him.
That's exactly what's going on with these supply drones. But he does lose the oil, so now he has to rely on these middle supplies here. So he needs to garrison the buildings so he can actually hold them. He only has 1 down, which isn't going to go very well against that point. Laser defense loses the building. What is he spending his money on?
I'm not exactly sure, but I don't see a lot of. I don't even see a barracks here from Rage. I would have liked to see some RPG troopers, like you're saying.
Yeah, or at least just quads that are actually in numbers. He keeps kind of sending them one at a time.
That demo trap will do no good due to the drones of the BVs.
Unless he's not paying attention, but I don't think he's that silly.
Maybe he is. No, yeah, we'll go down.
Well done. So he's just not really defending.
I'm not really sure where all his money's going at the moment.
This is confusing me. Yeah, he keeps trying to harass something instead of actually defending.
His base, all his buildings are going down. That Spectre gunship is doing a fair bit of ripping.
Ripping everyone's arseholes doesn't actually finish the arm dealer off. That doesn't matter. This is obviously game.
Yeah, at the moment.
Oh wow! Unless he can capture the base.
Big captures here. This is awesome. Oh, I don't think they're going to get there in time. I think we're going to see at least 3 captures up the top.
Wow. Okay, so we had the leaflet drop taking down that one.
So one will stay up, and it looks like the power and supply might be captured.
Very creative use of leaflet drop, but also that's a good way of defending your base is by capturing the enemies.
The only capture, but there was the supply, so good work by Big Size bringing in his beast to defend.
Bought him time at least, but if it weren't for that leaflet drop, then he would have just sold like everything, and he would have had a pretty good economy to start massing out some defenses.
Yeah, so we see Rage with virtually no economy at the moment.
So he will be able to get some troops to defend these Rockies in time? I don't think so, but you never know.
Yeah, there we go.
Fuel air bomb. Yeah, that would have kind of killed everything he had. Well, that was a pretty cool game. I loved the aggression coming out of... Rage, yes. I was working out who it was. But yeah, because he kept constant, relentless pressure of quads that just kept putting him behind. But then he didn't really make use of it because he kept doing it too long. He should have just cut his losses and go, okay, well now I'm in a good position, so now I'll just mass up an army, or now I'll take the palace.
Didn't see a palace going down there from Rage, which is interesting, so we didn't see a Jarman to snipe those bees, because they were getting bedded. Troops inside were getting bedded, and that's really, they're pretty nasty when they get bedded.
But it was pretty fantastic Rock v Micro, and it was very good use of size, just recovering. He kept rebuilding up those supplies, he kept dodging those Chinooks to actually avoid death. But there were some moments when it was a bit silly that he let them die. But I mean, there is so much going on in any given time that it is hard to actually kind of put yourself in the position of the player and realise that they can't do everything at once. Unfortunately, they don't have spectators cam like us. But yeah, good game.
Very good game.
Hope you enjoyed it. Game number 6. We're making progress, aren't we? Generals, gentlemen, signing off.